Everybody, happy Thursday. I just want to take a minute because after I uploaded that college video, um, I had just a couple more thoughts run into my head. So, first, um, I didn't meet my wife in college. We actually met when we were 13 and 14, um, but we would have never connected, hooked up, gotten married in any way whatsoever had it not been for college. So, I acknowledge the path that was, and whatever questions I have about schools I went to or degrees that I got, it still all rolls into who I now am. And so, in that sense, I'm grateful for the experiences that happened and the directions in my life that came from a lot of that. And the other thing I was going to talk about was actually work assistance for education. So I was young and dumb when I started at the company I've now been working for over 16 years. I worked there for at least 2 years going to school and not taking advantage of their assistance, financial assistance for people in school, which was stupid of me. It was just a waste of money. So if you're talking about school, check with your employer. Some of them aren't good at communicating what they have available, although from what I can tell, it's gotten better and the communications have gotten clearer. But I still say check because a lot more companies offer assistance than one would realize. The other thing was, so my last school, I had to fight with the school, and the last 2 years, remember I said I spent 4 years part-time turning everything I'd done before into a 4-year degree in history. I had to fight with them in the last 2 years. They actually unenrolled me because of the break I was taking, and then I had to re-enroll in January of the next year. And it was just because I would take as many classes as my company's reimbursement program would cover, and then I'd take one more to use up every little penny that my company covered, and I'd pay that gap for whatever the last class was. But that's all I would take. And I had advisors pushing back, telling me not to, telling me to go faster. And ultimately, it came down to it's my finances, it's my degree, it's my education, and I was going to do it at the pace that I was getting financial assistance for. But I will say, I wouldn't have the 4-year degree I have without financial assistance from my employer. So just remember to look into that. Don't ignore it. It's paperwork. It's accountability for grades because most employers won't reimburse you if you don't get a certain grade. But come on, if you're in college, get a C or better. That's really all there is to it. So just pay attention to it, use it, don't waste it, don't ignore it. If you have that advantage and ability, highly recommend it. So that's all I got. Just wanted to add a couple thoughts I had about colleges. I'm looking forward to next week's video, and I will see you guys next week on All Things Nate.